Hey Taurus, welcome to your September 2024 mid-month reading. We're just going to go ahead and get started and jump straight in. I hope you're doing well. I do want to say if you would like to book a personal reading with me, that link will be down below in the description. If you click that link, it'll take you straight to my website, and then from there you can look at the different reads I have, and also you can purchase a read. So let's take a look here, Taurus, and let's see what's going on here. All right. Pull the Empress and the Ace of Cups here in the position of the good stuff here for you. The Two of Swords is the overall energy here for you for the rest of the month. All right. I feel like there's certain decisions here, things that you're trying to think about, think through. Two of Swords is a card of when we're on the fence. And it can be on the fence in regards to making a decision, but it can also be to where it's like, we know also at the same time, like whatever it is that we're doing, we're having to be mindful of our choices. We're having to be mindful of our decisions. And I picked that energy up for you for the rest of the month. It's like you being very mindful of like certain decisions here that you want to make. But like if you make certain decisions, it may affect other things here. So I'm seeing you here like having to be mindful, or like you just being in a very mindful energy about like certain decisions, thinking things through, trying to see what's the best solutions here for yourself moving forward. And you do have the Magician here, and the Magician is a card of solutions, and it's in the future position. So if you are trying to figure out things at this time, the Magician is a good card. It's someone who's very resourceful. It's someone it's someone that has the resources at their disposal, or finds the resources at their disposal to help them achieve certain objectives here. So I do like that the Magician's here in the future, because I do see you here being able to figure things out and not feeling too stuck on the fence or feeling too behind with things here. I'm going to pull your Oracle cards, and then we'll jump into your tarot more here. You did pull this Ninth House card. It says faith. You pulled this Lost in Space card. It says needing direction. And you pulled this, all is at your fingertips. What has been created by one can be had by all here. You could definitely be at a crossroads. Two of Swords is a card of being at a crossroads. It's your overall energy. And this card is lost, being lost in space, right? Needing to take certain direction, but not knowing what direction to really go with things. So feeling confused, feeling disoriented. We are having a lunar eclipse in Pisces, right? On the 17th, 17th, depending on where you're at in the world. But with it being in Pisces, and it's pretty close to Neptune, Neptune can bring a very disorienting energy, a very confusing energy, or meaningless energy. And it's a lunar eclipse, full moon, like the full moon, right? So it's a lunar eclipse. And so this could be to where it's like, okay, there's certain things that I'm just trying to figure out that are a bit confusing, and I'm not sure what to do here. And I think at this time, what you're being encouraged to do at this time is to have faith. You did pull this Ninth House card. It says faith. The Ninth House is a house of morality, so it deals with like doing the right thing. And like also being the bigger person, being mature, and just doing things that are morally right. I don't know why that wants to come through, but like say for instance, it's just about being in the higher mind, right? The Ninth House deals with like the higher mind. That's why it deals with higher education. It's just about, it deals with being in the higher mind and coming from a place of decision making from that higher place here. And also though at the same time having faith in the direction of things, and understanding that if you are struggling at this time, or you are feeling a lack of hope or a lack of faith, it's like things will be okay here. Like you'll figure things out, especially from what I'm seeing with this reading. You did pull this all is at your fingertips card, and it says what has been created by one can be had by all here. And the Magician is all about the Magician is the creator, right? And it's in the future position. And like I said, he has all the resources at his disposal: the Wands, Cups, Pentacles, Swords. So he has everything that he needs to be able to create what it is that he wants, if there's something that he's desiring. And I think if there's something here that you're desiring at this time, Ace of Wands, there could be newer creations happening in your life at this time, newer changes happening in your life at this time. You may be trying to set yourself up or create something here that maybe you have seen in other people, or maybe you've seen people do before, but maybe it's inspired you in your own way here. If you're feeling inspired, regardless if it's connected with other people, if you're feeling inspired, the Ace of Wands is saying to follow your passion, to follow what inspires you, and that you can create what it is that you want. You do have the resources as well at your disposal here to be able to get underway here with your creations. And the Empress is in the position here in your reading of the good stuff, and the Empress does deal with creation. It's the archetype of Venus. Venus deals with relationships, love, our values, pleasure, joy, harmony, cooperation. So I'm seeing with all those things, with this being in the good stuff, like these things starting to happen here. I feel like definitely for you, Taurus, like in regards to your personal life, if that's something that that you've been looking for. I feel like it's something in regards to your personal life, but also just in general, I see you tapping back into a very creative flow, or getting into a creative flow. And there could be newer things that are happening in your life that is what is making this energy come through here. So the Empress as well as is a card of abundance and prosperity. So I see your life becoming more abundant and prosperous. I'm not saying you're going to be like a millionaire overnight or anything like that, but it's just the feeling of you being in a prosperous state, which helps you attract more prosperity. You have the Ace of Cups here in the position of the good stuff. I feel like this card is saying healing. If you've been looking to heal certain things in your life, I think that this is coming in. I also feel the Ace of Cups as well is like you could be doing deeper healing here. But I just think there's something in general, like this newer emotional beginning here that is uplifting here for you, or something emotionally here that is uplifting that's happening for you this month. And we'll clarify, of course, and we'll see what that is. But like I said, you do have the Ace of Wands here in your current energy. So I feel like you're inspired at this time. I feel like you're being encouraged to create at this time with what you have. Four of Pentacles is in the challenge. Now, the Four of Pentacles is a card of resourcefulness. It's a card that asks like where your power lies. But it's also a card that is the most rigid card in the tarot when it comes to change. And what I mean by that is like he acquires all this stuff for himself, the Four of Pentacles, or he has all this stuff, but he's not doing anything with it, which is why it's like, where does your power lie? Well, it lies with everything that you already have at your disposal. It's like you have everything around you here to really create the things that you want in your life. And I think that Spirit's just reminding you of that. So this Four of Pentacles is saying here, don't allow yourself to become too rigid or inflexible here. Like take what it is that you have and build upon it, or use it here, and allow yourself to create newer things, and don't get too stuck in one way of doing things. You have the Queen of Wands here as your advice, and the Queen of Wands is saying embrace your creative side, right? Embrace doing things that bring you joy, pleasure, and harmony. Follow your intuition, listen to your heart, right? And believe in yourself. Believe that good things can happen here, and I feel like they will. And this Magician card being in the future, Magician is also symbolic of manifestation. So I see you here getting underway with your manifestations here, and really putting your will, or tapping into your willpower, I should say. So here we go. Five of Swords is in the outcome here. We'll see what this Five of Swords is. This could be something that you're cutting out. Now, it doesn't have to be like a person or a place or a thing. I mean, it could be a person, place, or thing, but it could also just be like an attachment to something like emotionally and spiritually or energetically that you have held on to from the past. I see you being able to finally cut that out. So let's go ahead and clarify your reading here, Taurus. Clarify the Empress here in the position of the good stuff. Yeah, you pull the Ten of Pentacles. And the Ten of Pentacles is your heaven on earth, being able to create your heaven on earth. It's a harvest card. It's also a good card if you have your own business, or even if you don't, it's just a good card in regards to money and work and career success. So, and I'm also seeing you here like creating something and building something here that will be sustainable and successful long term here. Clarify the Two of Swords here. Overall energy. You have the Knight of Pentacles. Yep, Two of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. It's like, it is kind of like a cautious energy. Not because there's something like bad or anything like that, but I think you're just trying to be very practical with your decision making here, because you're realizing like it's like you're having to be practical at this time. So I feel that that's the overall energy here for you this month. It's like you having to really make practical decisions and having to be very thoughtful about what you're doing. Clarify the Ace of Cups here. You have the Death card here. Yeah, definitely see some type of big transformation here. I think this Death card is already something you've been going through. The Ace of Cups is the rebirth process of the Death card. So I think there is this transformational rebirth here going on, because you have the Empress, and the Empress is symbolic of, you know, the opposite, right, of the Death card. So I'm seeing you here emotionally and spiritually go through some big transformation here, and you starting to feel that positivity again, that peace again. Also, I feel like there's some form of acceptance to something of the past that was difficult for you to let go of. Clarify the Ace of Wands in your current energy. You have the Knight of Swords here. Yep, I just feel like you're inspired to create. And Knight of Swords, Ace of Wands is just simply put acting on what you're inspired by, acting on your inspirations. And that's what I see you doing here. Clarify the Four of Pentacles in the challenge. You have the Three of Cups. Clarify the Magician in the future. You have the Eight of Cups here. Yeah, I see you finally. It's interesting because the Four of Pentacles, Three of Cups, and in the challenge position could be this energy to where you like to do things your way, but I feel like at this time it's like you're having to keep other people in mind of how it could influence other people, but you're realizing like you have to do what it is that you have to do, but also at the same time like it could affect other people. So I think your challenge at this time is trying to figure out a plan here that involves to where everybody wins in a situation here. And I think also too, your challenge at this time is trying to figure out a way here to share your knowledge or resources with others. I do pick that up. You have the Magician and the Eight of Cups here in the future position. I just think this is you finally being able to manifest something and walk away from something. The Eight of Cups is like walking toward his wish fulfillment. So I think this is you like really putting in the energy and the effort to, because you have like some form of a vision or something that you're seeing for yourself in the future. And so it's the Magician that you're tapping into. It's like you're creating that, right? You're starting to create your future. Clarify the King of Wands here in the position of something that you're unaware of. Yeah, the Two of Wands here. Yeah, King of Wands, Two of Wands is saying to embrace your leadership qualities. I think you really are intelligent. You're very wise here, Taurus. You're someone who is very knowledgeable here. And I think at this time, the universe is like wanting you to really step up and to take the lead on things. King of Wands, Two of Wands, be bold, be self-determined here, and allow yourself to express your authenticity, be who you are, and follow your heart here with this Queen of Wands. Yeah, Two of Cups, following your heart, taking care of your own needs, but also sharing love and sharing joy and connecting with others and having a good time. Sometimes the Four of Pentacles in the challenge could be that we're taking life too seriously or we're taking things way too seriously. And the Three of Cups wants to have joy, but if we're taking things too seriously, you know, that's why it's in the challenge. Clarify the Five of Swords in the outcome. You have the Seven of Swords here. Let's see, I'm gonna pull one more on this. You have the Ten of Cups here. Yeah, I kind of pick up here, you're getting real with yourself about something. What is this about? Four Cups here. It's kind of like a wake-up call. I feel like you're kind of coming back, snapping back to reality. Like, I kind of feel like maybe you were misled or something like that in the past here, Taurus. But now it's like you're realizing like, okay, like you're realizing like I have to take things into my own hands, because the Five of Swords is the card that deals with like victory at all costs, like wanting to win at all costs and not wanting to stay in the energy of like being stuck or frustrated or sad. It's like where we really start to reclaim our power. And I think this is you here in the outcome, like really being like, okay, I'm done, you know, I'm done avoiding things that I haven't addressed. You know, I'm done slacking off, or I'm done, you know, putting things off or avoiding things. I feel like this is you really starting to understand that, you know, you can't avoid anything any longer. And so I also feel like this is really connecting to this lost in space card, needing direction. It's like, I think you're really taking things into your own hands here. It's like you're not gonna just be living off like hope. Does that make sense? You pull this Orange Blossom card, or Orange Blossom Jellyfish. It says transparency, sensitivity, surrender, illumination. I feel like you're being encouraged to be transparent at this time. There could be some sensitive energies going on here for you, but I feel like, you know, the surrender card, I think it's important to surrender at this time, especially under a lunar eclipse in Pisces. You know, Pisces does deal with having to surrender, let go, and trust in the divine, and trust in the flow of things, and trust in the magic of the moment, even if you can't see the magic. So I feel like you're being encouraged here to believe in the magic and stay in the present moment here. Things will reveal themselves and things will be illuminated. You pulled this Home card. It says Earth here. Yeah, and now some of you may be going through some personal life changes, home life changes. But I think you're just really trying to find your grounding. You're trying to find your footing with things here with this Home Earth card. And I do see you coming into that, but I do think you are going through like this natural process of like having to change things. You pulled this B card. It says creativity, purpose, harvest, devotion here. Yeah, and this is a good card, especially if you have a community. So if you have a community, or you're connected to community, or maybe community would be really good for you at this time to help you really find purpose, right? To help you tap into your creativity as well. I just think at this time, even with the Queen of Wands, it is connected to the archetype of Leo. And sometimes I really think Leo, like the Queen of, I think the Queen of Wands is just connected to like the symbolism of bees, right? Because the yellow and all that kind of stuff. So I feel like at this time, it's like you're being encouraged to be creative. Let your creative side come out. Pursue your purpose. Pursue something that you're passionate about, or continue doing that here. Devote yourself to what your priorities are, and don't get too caught up in what everybody else wants of you or what everybody else expects of you here. But staying true to yourself and staying true to your heart, I think, is something that's going to really help you. So yeah, Taurus, that's what I got for you here in your reading. Definitely a transformation you're going through. I feel like the collective's going through just a transformation in general as we step into a lunar eclipse and then a solar eclipse that's coming up. So we're all kind of going through changes, but just know that these changes are redirecting you, right, and aligning you on your highest path. So that's what I got for you, Taurus. I appreciate you for watching. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, again, that link will be down below in the description. If you like the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye, Taurus.